Getting paid by the hour sucks. And I'm sure you feel this, and you may be feeling like you're in a dead-end job and you're like, man, how can I get out of this? I'm going to show you what you need to do instead of getting paid by the hour. If you are getting paid by the hour, it means one of two things. One, they are taking advantage of you, or number two, they don't see your value. And I'll be talking about what you can do about this so you can actually start making more money and you're not stuck with this being paid by the hour garbage. There's this story that's going around the internet, and it's been said in a couple different ways, but the idea is this. There's this big old factory over here, or sometimes people say it's a boat. And it's got machinery in it, it's got things, it's producing, it's just pumping out product, and it's making on average 20, 30 grand every hour. And then all of a sudden, this machine, this business shuts down. Something breaks inside of this business. Maybe there's a cog in one of the wheels, maybe there's a gear that's broken, something has happened. And so they call up this guy over here. And they say, hey, we need your help. Come over here and fix this thing. He rushes on over. He looks around. And he's like, oh, I know what's wrong. And he walks over to this simple part of the business, does a couple taps, moves this thing, switches over this lever, and the whole business starts running again. Everything starts going. And then we're down for about an hour or two. And they're like, man, you saved us. That would have taken us hours to be able to fix. And he's like, okay, that'll be $10,000. They're like, you were here for like 5 minutes. You're going to charge us $10,000 for this simple little fix that you did? I want to see an invoice. This is where the big boss comes in. He's all like, you were only here for 5 hours. You were only here for 5 minutes. I can't be charging $10,000 for 5 minutes of work. You see where I'm going with this? Where people in businesses, they're focused on the amount of time that it takes to accomplish a task. So they think time to accomplish equals compensation. This guy sends him a bill, flipping the switch, $5. Knowing which switch to flip, that's a tongue twister, $9,995. And he sends him that invoice. And he's like, oh, I'm not paying for someone's time. I'm paying for the result and also the value that they bring. And so I like to call this the hierarchy of the marketplace. So there's the bottom here. This is where most people get paid, is through their time. They show up and they're getting paid just to show up. They're like, okay, if you're here and you do X, Y, Z, you do the things I tell you to do, I'm going to pay you your money, $15 an hour. And that's another story for another day about minimum wage. Another story, another time. Problems with being paid by the time is there's only so many hours in the day. There's 24 hours in a day. You don't get any more time. You don't get nothing more. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, everyone has 24 hours in a day. It's what they do with that time that really matters. And if they're only getting paid $15 an hour, it means you are capped. If you work every single hour of the day, that means you could make only $360 a day, and that's if you work every hour of the day at $15 an hour. Problem with this, you can't get paid while you're in your sleep. I want to get paid while I'm asleep. That'd be great. Anyway, so that's some of the hindrances there by being paid by the hour, by being paid by your time. Again, these people are taking advantage of you because they know that they can either make more out of you or they actually don't think that you're very valuable. So like, I'm only just going to pay them $15 an hour. So how do you combat this? And the best way to do this, like the next step up, is to do it by the results that you bring. So this is where like selling comes into account. Like, so when I did door-to-door sales, I wasn't getting paid by the hours, commission only, which was very stressful because then I'm like, oh crap, like if I don't sell, I don't eat, right? I don't pay my rent, I get evicted. And so there's a little bit of security here, especially if you're starting up something new. You're like, okay, well, at least they're going to pay me something to cover my basics. But if you really want to start making more money, you need to be get paid off of the results that you bring. So you can say, hey, you know what? I do this task for you, Mr. Boss, and I only get paid $15 an hour. If I were to reach this benchmark, or if I were to sell this much, how about I get a commission of it? I get a percentage. If I bring you 10 customers at $100 each, how about I get 50% or 30%, right? Now I'm making $300, the same as down here if I made 10 customers at $100, $300, 30%. Who would have known this was going to be a math video? But say you can get 10 customers in 2 hours or 3 hours. You get $300 in 2 hours. Now you're getting $150 an hour, right? Now you have a little more freedom. You can take the rest of your day off, go and start doing some other things, which then allows you to get paid off of the value that you bring. This is why people in like management usually make more, because supposedly they bring value. This is why people that sell a course, I'm really big on finding something that you know and you're really good at, packaging it into a course, and then giving it to someone. It's not tied to your time. You get paid by the results, plus you get paid off of the value that you bring to another individual. And if it's in an automated way, you can make 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make infinite amount of sales, and it's not tied to your time. So you could go travel the world, be getting paid off of courses and things and the value that you bring to the marketplace. So I wanted to bring this to your attention here. The hierarchy of the marketplace is what I call it. Figure out what is valuable that you have and how you can bring that to the marketplace in an automated way. Number one way to do that is through video. Any kind of business that you are in, add video to what you're doing and notice how your income naturally increases. Hopefully this helps you out. If you want to learn more about ways of creating more income streams, what I call the perfect side hustles that don't require any upfront cost. They can be done anywhere in the world, and they're not tied to your time, so you can actually build it out once and get paid on it for the rest of your life. If you want to learn more about those, get the I call it the perfect blueprint down below. First link down below. You guys go out, be great, and create your freedom. I'll see you guys on the next video.